Hey guys, welcome to the review and results show for the January 17, 2023 edition of AEW Dark. My name's Dan and I review each and every AEW show. That's everything from Dark Elevation to all of their pay-per-views. So if you missed this show and you want a quick recap, or if you saw it and you want a place to talk all things AEW, you can do so right here. So please go right below this video, click that like button, the subscribe button, the ring notification bell, because it will let you see all reviews that I do, but also helps others to find my channel. And without any further ado, let's get into the review. Before we do that, though, I do feel like we need to talk about the passing of Jay Brisco, who died yesterday at the age of 38. He's in the prime of his life. Not that there is a great time for somebody to die, but certainly not now. I had never had the privilege or honor to meet him, but judging from the outpour of love and support throughout the whole wrestling world, I don't really need to know anything else. It was also really cool to see WWE do a few things on NXT. He was mentioned there. Triple H said something a little nice there. So much respect to them for that. I can't even begin to imagine what his family, his friends and all who've known him are going through. It's never easy to lose a friend or family member. I've been there. So please hug your loved ones, because life is too precious and you never really know how much time you got left or how much time your friends or family have left. And I don't really know what happens to you after you die, but I do hope that wherever Jay Brisco is, I do hope that he's at peace. First match of the show was Danika, Della, Rouge taking on Kiera, Hogan. Nice little match to start off the show here. Both women looked great back and forth. I even saw a near fall. Kiera, always agile, and that was very apparent when she did her jumping hurricane run off the top rope. Looked really good. Danika even got some offense with a nice little flapjack. Both women looked great in this, but in the end, Kiera does pick up the win with what looked like a spinning back suplex. Very good stuff here. Up next, it was Brian Cage of the Embassy taking on Carl Randers, who's making his AEW debut here. And even though he did get some offense in, this was nothing like his match against Willie Mack. It's pretty one-sided. Brian showing off his strength, as he should, because he is a very strong man. End up winning this one with a discus lariat. After that, it was Brian Cook and Deimos taking on Jericho Appreciation Society, Sammy, Guevara, and Daniel Garcia. And this wasn't really much of a match. This was really more just focusing on the relationship between Sammy and Daniel Garcia. Daniel was just very reluctant to go along with all that Sammy was doing here. They did end up getting the win, though, after Daniel Garcia hit his finisher. Sammy tagged himself in, hit his GTH for the win. I'm curious to see where exactly this goes, because we did get a bit of a tease last year that Daniel Garcia was going to be leaving the JAS. Maybe this is the catalyst that's really going to make that happen. Then we had Daivari of the Trustbusters taking on Action Andretti. And as we've seen from Daivari, he always tries to sort of buy off his opponent by offering them a place in the Trustbusters. In this case, though, considering Action Andretti has been attacked several times by the JAS, he offered some protection and even made it look like he was going to. He lay down in the middle of the ring, ready for the ref to count to 3, but then he tries to pull a fast one, tries to roll him up, but to no avail. And Action Andretti continues just to get better and better each and every time that I see him. He looked so great against Chris Jericho and looked great here as well. Which isn't too hard considering how good Daivari is. Andretti landed a great handspring elbow, a split-legged moonsault, and even a big-time Torinel off the top rope. I'm so sorry. I'm sure I'm butchering saying that. I was trying to follow with what Excalibur was saying here. And he ended up ending the match with a running shooting star, which is pretty apropos considering he is a rising star right now. Up next is Jaiden, who's also making his AEW debut, going up against Powerhouse Hobbs, and it was nice to see Jaiden get such a great ovation. Apparently, it's a really big deal there, and it's always great to see them bring out indie stars on shows like these. He even looked very much like a superhero with some of the moves he did, the little superhero landing, but Hobbs proved that you gotta be more than a superhero to do anything against him, because he was pretty dominant here. getting the win in pretty quick fashion. After that, it was the JAS Matt Menard and Angelo Parker versus Eddie Pearl and Ricky Gibson. Eddie and Ricky didn't even have time to get their introduction in, as Matt and Angelo went right after them. They had some impressive offense, give them a bit of a taste, and I hit a double DDT onto Ricky, I believe it was Ricky, for the win. Lastly, we have the main event of the show with the Blackpool Combat Club's Wheeler Yuta and Claudio Castagnoli taking on the Butcher and the Blade with the Bunny, and it's very, very nice to see them getting more time to show what they can do. They are really great at everything, from all their heel antics to their wrestling ability. All three of them are just wonderful, so the more they're on my screen, whether it be in my TV or my computer screen, very, very happy to see that. And like their match on a Dark Elevation, it started off hot with all four guys beating the hell out of each other, and really, you picked the four guys in AEW to be able to do that. We even saw some great tag team wrestling here with Butcher and the Blade cutting off Wheeler from Claudio, and it was even a great spot as well to where Claudio was trying to reverse the Blade off of him, but the Blade just sort of held on and had a choke in there. Looked really great, and it was also really good too because the more they were on him, the more effective that hot tag was going to be, and it really was a hot tag as Wheeler Yuta came in like a house of fire, beating up everybody, and even had a bit of an assist in the finish to this match, being launched off the top rope, and commentary called this, and I quote, Rocket Launcher Jones, first being coined by Taz and followed up by Excalibur, who get the win for the BCC. This was a blast. And that was AEW Dark. What did you guys think about it? Please let me know down in the comment section below. Standout matches for me in this one was definitely Daivari going up against Action Andretti, match of the night. But that main event was no slouch with BCC defeating the Butcher and the Blade. And if you enjoyed this review, please go right below this video, click that like button, the subscribe button, and ring the notification bell, because always that let you see future AEW reviews that I do, but also helps others to find my channel. So thank you guys again for checking this review out, and thank you guys for being all elite.